So ये एक डॉक्यूमेंट है जो मैं बना रहा हूँ. Basically, Allied is all about making entrepreneurs, especially in the services BPO space, and that's our whole mission. That's what our model and constitution is all about. But a lot of people say कि जी वो that's a mission, that's fine, but कुछ specific guidance हमें हर step के ऊपर दी जाए ताकि हमें पता चले कि अब क्या करना है और अब क्या करना है. Broad mission is too ambiguous, it's too vague. So I started writing a document, trying to detail out a little bit more what that journey kind of looks like. And so the major milestones are कि you might start by exploring the idea of your own business. It might be something you want to do sometime in the future, but you're not doing it now. और आप किसी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, so you're getting paid to work. So you're right here at the bottom left. But then some things you learn and some things happen which then propel you into self-employment. So you kind of work as a contractor or somebody who can find his own business, and um, you're essentially self-employed. And as you're self-employed and you get more than you can handle, you start to hire people. आप 1 से 10 लोगों की टीम बन जाते हैं, फिर आप 10 से 50 की बन जाते हैं, 50 से 100 की बन जाते हैं. And at every stage, each of these red circles, you learn something, some insight at this point, and then some things that help you propel forward. So I've just gone around at Allied and talked to various people and asked them कि इस stage के ऊपर आपको आप क्या आपने की चीज़ें थी जो आपने सीखी, रियलाइज़ की, और फिर क्या हुआ तो आप आगे चल पड़े. um, and for various people it's kind of various things. So for example, this particular one, it's talking about somebody who is in a salaried bracket and he wants to get into self-employment and he wants to get out of working for somebody else. Whether it's somebody else within Allied or Allied altogether, it's somebody जो किसी जगह जॉब कर रहा था और वो अपना काम करने की तरफ बढ़ना चाहता. Um, so here's a bunch of things जो he may realize while he's on a job. Um, and then here's a bunch of things जो he may some things that may happen or some things that he realizes that say कि चलो यार, I think it's time to move forward, मैं अपना ही करता हूँ कुछ अब. He may get fired or बॉस से उसका कुछ झगड़ा हो जाए या पैसे नहीं पूरे पड़ रहे या whatever. These are trigger points जिनसे वो अब आगे बढ़ेगा. um, and at each of these stages the idea is कि allied कुछ ना कुछ उसको guidance या services provide करती है to help him move along the journey. So for example, जब वो यहाँ से यहाँ आया है, so he needs to maybe register a company, figure out taxes, figure out payroll, etc., etc. So within Allied, we can give him that guidance, or we can do that for him as part of the common services which we provide. Um, he may need a website, a branding, or this or that, whatnot. uh, वो खुद भी कर सकता है. We can give him that guidance, or he can, like I said, use Allied. So in stages पे, it'd be good if you can go through this document, and then at each of these stages and otherwise, I've gone around and talked to various people and I've asked them, okay, why aren't you doing your own thing? What's keeping you? And so people have given me these sorts of questions. I don't know where to start. मतलब मुझे customer कैसे मिलेंगे? I can't leave my job, etc., etc. ये questions हैं जो मैं इकट्ठे करता रहता हूँ. And I try and categorize them. Some of these questions pertain to it's just misconceptions about outsourcing, या awareness ही नहीं है कि इसमें कोई potential है. People are just not motivated enough, or they're not inspired enough to make that change. Then they have very specific questions around sales and marketing and that sort of thing. HR से related बहुत से सवाल पूछते हैं लोग, स्पेशली थोड़े से एडवांस्ड स्टेजेस में जाके, जहाँ वो अभी 1 से 10 लोगों की टीम बनते हैं. आई थिंक दैट्स वेयर दे स्टार्ट टू रियलाइज के HR needs to be a division in itself जो चीज़ें संभाले और करे. And onwards, like finance, legal training, administration, management. um, and there's a whole bunch of soft skills things जो वो पूछते हैं या हम समझते हैं कि उनको पूछनी चाहिए. um, so if you can look at these two documents and really help me, uh, one, come up with some good questions which you think people are asking or you had asked when you were at that stage, or questions that people really should be asking and are not asking. Okay, तुम ये realize कर लो तो तुम एक step आगे चले जाओगे. So if you can add some of those, add your name here, the first column, and then just add the question in the respective section. And two, if you can help answer some of these, because whatever your area of specialization is, I'm sure there are questions here that you feel that you can address or answer, in which case you just add your name to the SME column and send me a note so we can try and schedule a video with you, a video recording, shorts, notes, पहले discussion, जिसको कि फिर हम as breadcrumbs publish कर देंगे on YouTube. And the idea is कि वो अगर वो स्टेज पे पहुंच गया है जहाँ मसलन उसको HR की प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं तो your HR hashtag will keep showing him things that are relevant to him in that space. So mention anything you feel anything that's insightful. वो किसी दिन आपने शाम को realize किया कि यार ये बड़ी आज ज़बरदस्त चीज़ सीखी है, पता चली है, नई पता चली है, नई चीज़ पता चली है, so that's the kind of things you want to just jot down and add to the sheet because that will help somebody else who's on that journey.